Welcome back to Movie Cage Match, the only podcast where 2 movies enter, 1 movie leaves. And now, please welcome your host, Damien.
That's right, this is Movie Cage Match, and I am your host, Damien. This week, our commands are 2 baseball classics, Field of Dreams and A League of Their Own. Helping me to decide the fates of these 2 films, we have everybody's favorite troglodyte, Philistine.
Deej.
And to my left, we have a woman of lethal cunning,
Carrie.
Introducing first.
I have just created something totally illogical.
That's what I like about it.
If you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come.
Weighing in at 105 minutes, we have the 1989 Phil Alden Robertson directed Field of Dreams.
Who's your invoices? Ray is. I think I know what "if you build it, he will come" means.
Ooh, why do I not think this is such a good thing?
Daddy, there's a man out there on your lawn. Are you a ghost?
What do you think?
You look real to me.
That was from the trailer for Field of Dreams, starring Kevin Costner, Amy Madigan, and James Earl Jones. It's Challenger.
I'd like to lead you all in a little prayer. Dear Lord, may our feet be swift, may our bats be mighty, and may our balls be plentiful. And Lord, I just like to thank you for that waitress in South Bend. You know who she is. She kept calling your name.
This summer, Tom Hanks is managing the impossible, the Rockford Peaches.
Weighing in at 128 minutes, we have the 1992 Penny Marshall directed A League of Their Own.
Slide! Thank you!
Give them a league of their own to play. Then stand back and get out of their way.
That sounded good.
So let's all root for the girls' team. Let's give the poor coach a break.
You're still missing the cutoff man. Now, that's something that I would like you to work on before next season.
'Cause it's fresh, we're having a bash at the old ball game.
That was from the trailer for A League of Their Own, starring Tom Hanks, Geena Davis, Madonna, and Rosie O'Donnell. Right into the show, bicycle@gmail.com, bicycle on Twitter, subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, rate review on iTunes, tell a friend, family member, or stranger. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Hiya. How'd you guys?
Good, dude.
Feeling
How
good?
you doing?
Feeling fucking fantabulous. Fucking groovy, man. How did you guys?
Next one.
How did you guys both enjoy A League of Their Own and A Field of Dreams?
You go first, Nag.
Mule! I enjoyed one of these movies more than the other.
Oh,
I
boy.
wonder if you can guess
You
which.
know what? It's crazy, but I too enjoyed one of these movies more than the other.
I also enjoyed one of these movies more than the other. We'll get to that much
Weird.
later.
It's like it's
in
a
our
theme.
review. Oh man. So we have 2 completely different movies. One that's gonna make you laugh. One that's gonna make you cry like a little bitch, which it did indeed. For me, I don't know how you guys felt about it.
There were no tears shed in the viewing of either of these movies.
I shed tears in one movie.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm saying for me, my perspective,
Okay.
there's no tears
Good
shed.
Fine, Mule.
None.
Good
Hey,
lord.
Nag, easy.
So let's start off talking about Field of Dreams a little bit. Some great quotes from this movie. Somebody says, "Is this heaven?" When he first walks out, Joe Jackson says, "Is this heaven?" What's his name? Ray Kinsella says, "No, it's Iowa." One of the great lines of all time. How many quotes?
Why?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm going to come out of the gate swinging.
Yes.
Why? Why is
Why?
that one of the greatest lines of all time?
Well, it's still something
I
people.
thought that was very
Yeah.
Super cliche.
Super cliche. Yeah.
Super cliche.
I mean, for
And then he's
for
just like,
people in
oh, it
Iowa,
feels like heaven. And finish the quote, actually. I got it written down real quick.
Well,
hold
it's twice. They say it twice at the beginning. They say, "Is this heaven?" He says, "No, it's Iowa." And at the end, I think his father says, "Like, is this heaven?" And he's like, "It's." He said something like, "It's where dreams come true," or something like that, right? At the end.
Yeah. That's they paraphrasing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it is. It's like, and then he looks back to his family in the farmhouse. He's like, you know what? Maybe this is a place where dreams come true.
Yeah.
It's just like you nerd.
Some of my favorite scenes in this movie. You have them talking at the city council meeting about the burning the books, and Ann Kinsella says to that woman, she's like, I experienced the 60s. And Ann's like, no, I think you had two 50s and moved right on to the 70s. And then she's like, at least I'm not a book burner, you Nazi cow.
Got him.
A lot of these references went way over my head when I was a kid watching this years and years ago. So it's interesting going back and watching things like this when you understand.
You find that in any movie, honestly. You go back and you're like, oh, wow, I missed that one as a kid. Like Disney movies have a ton of them too. So.
I had a major one in League of Their Own, because probably the last time I had watched this movie was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then watching it again earlier this week when Tom Hanks signs the baseball for one of the kids and he writes, "Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan." And I never knew what the hell that meant when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Got it.
I get it now.
Yep. A couple more quotes real quick. Let's see. They're at the Fenway Park. James Earl Jones and Kevin Costner at the ballpark talking about like, why do you do what you do? And he's like, Kinsella asked the guy, Terrance Mann, like, what do you want? What do you want? He's like, I just want people leave me alone. And Rick Kinsella's like, no, what do you want to eat? That was a pretty good scene.
How much of what Terrance Mann was saying that you personally related to? He definitely was trying to be a recluse. And,
yes.
I feel like every word out of his mouth, I was like, Damien's vibing with this right now. This is his dude.
No, I could see myself in his shoes if I was like a notable author or anybody of any infamy being like, just leave me alone. I said my piece, wrote my books, told you people, we're criminals, war is bad, love each other, all that shit. But then you didn't listen to me. Like you said in the movie, you elected Tricky Dick twice. And after that, I'm done. Like, you people obviously don't know you're not even listening to me. There are not enough people listening to me anyway, so leave me alone. Yeah, exactly.
So we doing quotes? I got some quotes.
Sure, go into some quotes. Yeah.
Yeah. So with Field of Dreams, it wasn't super quotable, but it had the one with the doc when he was talking. We just don't recognize life's significant moments when they happen. We always think there'll be other days. Didn't realize that this was the only day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will say that Field of Dreams had some seriously good writing in it, and I thought that was a pretty meaningful quote.
Yes.
And then I got the one where they were talking about Ty Cobb. Like, Ty Cobb wanted to play, but none of us could stand the son of a bitch while he was alive, so we told him to stick it. I got a chuckle out of that one. That was fun. Yes.
Yep. Fun fact: Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were teenagers in the background of the Fenway scene. Yep. So moving on, what do you guys think had a better score? Because they got two notable composers for both these movies. You had let me pull it up here. Howard Shore, I think, was one of them. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to do a League of Their Own quote.
Yes,
got a couple there.
Sure.
We skipped it, but when Tom Hanks was like, "It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it.
Yep.
The hard is what makes it great." That's another profound line too. I was digging that. I was vibing that.
Very good.
And obviously the no crying in baseball speech.
Iconic.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the one when it was their first game and he was just kind of like already drunk. He's passed out on the thing, and the guy from Lincoln, he comes through and he was like, "I like that move in the seventh where you scratched your balls for an hour." And then Tom Hanks was like, "Well, anything worth doing is worth doing well."
Mm-hmm. Very good.
All right, scores.
Yes,
yeah, score.
So we got A League of Their Own has Hans Zimmer, who went on to work with in Inception, did The Barm, does a lot of Yeah, worked with what's his name? Nolan, Christopher Nolan. A lot of his movies. Did a lot of music for him. He did A League of Their Own. What do you guys think? I feel like Field of Dreams had the better score, more notable score in the background.
It definitely had the more notable score. The
Yes.
Field of Dreams one is used in like literally
Yes.
everything.
Yeah,
I feel like.
right. I rented this.
If you were going
yeah.
soundtrack though, I'm going to League of Their Own. If you go
Sure.
straight up soundtrack,
right? Yeah.
that was a banger.
Supporting cast. I gave it to A League of Their Own.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, easily.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Field of Dreams, better cinematography. I rented this in 4K UHD. All the fancy shit looked amazing. What do you guys think?
I too agree that Field of Dreams had better cinematography.
Yep.
Sure.
The field and everything, and it's just, yeah. I mean, what can you say? It's just everything about it was kind of beautiful. It definitely got the whole. This is a baseball field in a cornfield in Iowa. Yep, nailed it.
Let's skip over let's skip over the next one. Save that for last. Career peaks. We got Kevin Costner and we have Tom Hanks at some of their biggest movies of all time. Tom Hanks would go on to have one of the biggest careers of all time, one of the best 90s of all time. You could rank him as one of the best actors of the 90s, even the 2000s as well. Mm-hmm. But so let's just take Kevin Costner and Tom Hanks' 87 to 92 run. Kevin Costner has The Untouchables in 87, Bull Durham in 88, Field of Dreams in 99, Dances with Wolves in 90, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves in 91, JFK in 91, The Bodyguard in 92. Tom Hanks had Dragnet in 87, Big in 88, The Burbs in 89, Turner Hurts in 89, Joe versus the Volcano in 90, and A League of Their Own in 92. So just based off of those groups of movies, who do you think had the better run, the 5-year run?
Costner.
Hands
yeah.
down.
Okay. But then he extended out, like I said, I put here Tin Cup in 95, but then Tom Hanks just goes on a run. Tom Hanks is one of the only, I think, 3 or 4 actors to have won Best Actor 2 years in a row. He won for Forrest Gump in 94 and Philadelphia in 95. So he just goes off on a rocket ship after that in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s.
Right.
So
it's funny because he was the bad, not really a bad guy, but he came out like out of the gate not giving a shit about these girls, and then a lot of people, one of their gripes with Hanks in this movie was that he does not portray a convincing bad guy, I suppose.
Yeah,
like he just not fit for that role, and I see it. I thought this was one of his weaker roles, to be honest, and I don't think he was even close to being the best part of that movie.
Okay, so let's
disagree.
Yeah.
Disagree. Vehemently disagree.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was a mule. Thought he was really good in the movie.
What?
I'm not saying he wasn't good. I'm just saying that I don't think this was like I don't think he was the biggest part to make that movie shine. Definitely the supporting cast, and it was
everybody was great in this
everybody
movie.
was great. Everybody was great. I will say that. But the women really killed it. Anytime they were together, the dynamic, I understand he was the coach and he was part of that team, but the women being together and having their conversations and their interactions, that's really what drove it all home for me.
Okay. Fair.
Let's go through Apex Mountains here. Career peaks. Just what you think is their career peak. Tom Hanks is A League of Their Own his career peak? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
I say no as well. Kevin Costner, career peak? Field of Dreams?
No. I don't believe it.
I've not really seen that many Kevin Costner movies.
I mean, it depends on what you're kind of going for. If you're going for like likable Costner, like is probably this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going for like career-wise, Dances with Wolves. He won so many awards for that. He made that movie.
Yep.
It depends on what your target is here.
Yeah. A couple more here. Let's do a lightning round. Ray Liotta. Probably
not.
Goodfellas, obviously. James Earl Jones, was he better in this? Lion King?
Wait.
Huh?
Ray Liotta, he's the eyeliner guy, right?
Yes.
He's Shoeless Joe.
Yeah. I can't stand his eyes. His eyelashes, they're too something, man.
Yeah.
There it is again. Yeah, it's my eye thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He bothers me.
Who was the other guy who had eyeliner?
No, he definitely is the one with the eyeliner. Right. I'm thinking the fish guy.
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon. Yeah.
He doesn't have eyeliner. He just has
his
weird
eyes bother
eyes.
me. Yep. But I'm an eye guy. They're like the eye girl from Amelie. What was that movie?
Amelie?
A terrible French movie that we
Yeah.
watched? It was with the,
Not terrible.
the
but
girl?
Okay. Continue. Yeah.
Emma?
Emma. Was it Emma?
Emma, yes.
That was
Emma.
French.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I was saying it like omelet. I
No.
thought she said it some weird like
No.
omelet. Okay.
There wasn't anything French about it.
Sorry.
Confused.
It's been a while. I didn't watch any of it.
Sure. James Earl Jones, was he better than this? Field of Dreams, Lion King, or was he better as Vader, Lord Vader?
Lion King.
Lion King, yeah.
Vader.
Vader, right. Rosie O'Donnell's career peak, her talk show in the 90s. Agreed?
Yeah. What other movie was she in? It's really bugging me.
I don't know.
She was in another movie.
Now and Then.
No. It had a kid in it.
She was in
It had
Now
a kid
and
in
Then.
it.
Was she a mother?
Harriet the Spy.
Harriet the Spy, yeah,
I
she was
don't
in
know.
that. She was in
Was
the
it?
Flintstones.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Flintstones.
Yes.
Career peak right there. That was a great movie.
Yes, it was.
Also, John Goodman's career peak.
Yeah, well, okay. No, but okay.
Stop it.
Moving on. Geena Davis, Thelma better in League of Their Own, Thelma and Louise, or Beetlejuice?
I liked her best in this, but yeah, I picked this.
Okay. You guys either seen The Fly?
No.
She was good in that. Penny Marshall, do you like this one?
Oh,
or
what do
Big?
you think? What did you think about Geena Davis though, real quick?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very good actress. Very good in this. I think that.
No. I mean, which one? Which was the career peak?
Yeah, I would say this. League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Penny Marshall. Do you like this? League of Their Own or Big?
Wow, big.
Big. Another Tom Hanks, Penny Marshall directed movie.
Yeah. League of Their Own.
I've never seen Big.
Never seen Big? Holy shit. Okay.
I've never
watched
seen
Big.
Big.
Good movie.
Yeah. So what is the apex moment for baseball movies in your guys' opinion? The Sandlot. We got Angels in the Outfield. We got Rookie of the Year, Moneyball, Major League. Any others you could think of?
The kid in me is screaming Rookie of the Year, but Major League.
Major League, okay.
And after this, I'd say League of Their Own.
League of Their Own's my favorite baseball movie ever.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Sandlot's 3.
Sandlot's good, yeah. Yeah. I'll say Field of Dreams. Best dead dad movies.
Guess we kind of just showed our hand, didn't we?
We have Field of Dreams. We have Field of Dreams for dead movies. What do you think, or does Lion King take it?
Lion King takes it.
Okay.
Yeah, Lion King hit a lot harder than Field of Dreams.
It's kind of fucked, but okay. You're talking about animals, talking about animated objects.
It's not animated. It's the message
Sure.
and the emotion.
Right.
Come on. When Simba goes down, he's like, come on, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dad, wake up.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to go home,
I'm gonna
Dad.
be honest with you, Simba.
He's dead.
Simba.
Yeah.
I feel like I said that like James Earl Jones right there. Simba.
Simba.
No, I'll say Lion King. With Lion King, the acting, it felt, even though they're animated characters, it felt real.
Okay.
And there was emotion in the words. One of my biggest gripes about Field of Dreams is that everything that they said, it was just, it was stiff. It felt like the characters, they interacted with each other only to progress the story and not because it was realistic or human. You know, it's just the way they talked to each other was just. But yeah, definitely, Lion King definitely got that message across about dead dads. Felt it.
Yeah, we
felt it.
We have a couple more on the list. If you guys have never seen Big Fish or About Time, Big Fish is a great Tim Burton movie. I think overlooked Tim Burton movie from, I want to say, 2003 with Ewan McGregor. It's very good. And About Time is another time travel movie with Rachel McAdams from, I want to say, 2012, 2013. Rachel McAdams loves the time.
Never watched either.
Huh?
Never watched either.
Yeah, they're very good. Moving on, Kristen Wiig Award, Most Useless Character Award. I nominate Ray Kinsell's brother-in-law, who was just trying to take his farm the entire time. We could also say Terrance Mann.
I disagree with
what
you.
did Terrance Mann do in this movie? What did he do for the plot? Exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was trying to think about that too when I saw that. I'm like, well, that's a hot take. And then I was like, well, is it? He had the speech at the end, and I think that's pretty much what he was called in for.
Yeah.
It killed me too that, we're talking about baseball here, and it just it seemed very all the players on the field, these white guys, and you got the black guy giving the speech about how baseball is like so special, and even though they treated black people terribly,
Yes.
For a pretty long time. So that just killed me. I digress. I don't think he deserves that award.
Okay.
Can I offer up somebody?
Sure.
Do it.
Stillwell.
Now, who is this?
Stillwell Angel?
The child.
The child.
You're gonna lose.
And he throws the glove in his face. He's like, got him! the player's kid.
Oh,
Terrible.
Right.
He served no purpose to it, just to piss people off,
Yeah.
and that was completely unnecessary. I feel like.
I think it was a way of showing like these women they're still women. This one woman has a kid and she's still going to be a mother to the kid even though she's traveling.
You know what? Well, the thing is like she brought the fact that Stillwell needed to come with them because the husband was like, I can't handle this kid alone.
Yeah.
Like, you need to take him because I'm not going to deal with him. Like, maybe he was there to point out, hey, this is still a time where women, their place is at home, not on first, second, or third.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. I hear you.
So maybe he wasn't useless, but I feel like this whole movie could have been better with that. And also, didn't he have this thing at the end where he was like, he had to say that his mother died?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only reason he was in that movie. Is like to establish that he's the character, he's the son of this woman, and she's not going to make it to the end. So her son's got to be there to be her representation.
Yes, exactly. Good nomination. Going back to picking Nits, the kid, the daughter in Field of Dreams, probably has a concussion. She fell off a 5-story bleacher.
Yeah, or like a broken neck or something.
Yeah.
Anything, get some neck support.
Yes, crushed spinal cord or something. The guy just comes out after like 10 minutes. The kid's choking, that lack of oxygen to the brain from choking on the hot dog for 10 minutes while he walks over here. Yeah, not great.
I said something to Carrie about that. I was like, there's got to be at least some brain damage there.
Yep.
I'm gonna piggyback off your nitpick right there. And how the shit did like he not just? I don't care that it is the brother-in-law. You pick my child up like that and you throw her off the bleachers, I'm going to beat your ass.
Yes, exactly.
And at the end of it, they're all just smiling and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
He saw the baseball players, guys.
He sees the ghost now. We're friends again.
Yeah, we're all good.
Fuck you.
You insulted my child.
You touch my kid like that, I'm going to break your neck.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be choking on a hot dog.
My hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was confused because I remember watching this movie years and years ago, and I remember ending, at nighttime or at dusk or twilight, whatever you want to call it. And that scene is right like minutes before the end of the movie. Like the kid almost dies. The brother-in-law sees the players in the field, and then they leave. And then like 10 minutes later, it's dusk, and I'm like, what the fuck? When did dusk get here? But yeah, one thing to say. Yeah, very very emotional scene at the end. The guy's his father. He never got to talk to him. He has that line. Where is it at the beginning where he's talking about his father to his wife? She's like, what does this have to do with your dad? And he's like, well, I never knew him, I never forgave him for getting old. So that's a thing that I went through. My dad had me when he was 45 fucking years old. So I never really had like played football or baseball or got to do physical stuff with him. He was already an old man by the time I was like 10 years old. So that hit pretty deep. The Red Sox stuff, going to baseball with him, watching baseball with him. It's pretty, personal for me. So yeah, very, very, very emotional stuff at the end of this movie for me. Not for you at all, though. None? None at all?
No, I'm sorry, it wasn't. I mean, even like the ending, it was kind of like, I have a catch with my old man. Like, there was a part where it's just like my black heart kind of, beat a little bit, but
that's fine.
At the end of it, it was just like, this movie's pissed me off too much.
See, I have a stronger emotional connection to A League of Their Own.
Yeah,
being a girl. Watching that movie for the first time, it felt like just so inspiring to me. Being a girl who loves sports, and the boys not always including me and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just felt so like, look at what these girls did. I can do that. Like, I can do that kind of thing too. And even watching it as an adult, I still felt like, yeah, I can do anything. Mm-hmm. It's pretty awesome.
Yes.
I also feel like you had like the sister rivalry as well.
Oh yeah. when I was a kid watching this, I loved the older sister. I loved the fact that the older sister was so good at everything. I could relate to having a tag-along younger sister. I love Dottie's character, and I could never get over that she dropped the ball at the end.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I cried, like sobbed when that happened. Like, no, that's not the way it's supposed to happen. Kit is a brat. Kit is not following the base coach's instructions. Kit is being a hazard to her team. Dottie should have won. Sobbing.
Yeah.
But did she drop the ball, though?
I always thought she dropped the ball on purpose, but apparently I'm wrong.
I just have a
Interesting.
different opinion of it. I don't think that she dropped the ball. I think the little sister learned. I think the older sister was laying breadcrumbs the whole time, told her not to swing at pitches, and that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna beat us, you got to get better at what you're terrible at. So she hit the high pitch anyways, and she's circling the bases, and then it came down to, oh shit, it's me versus you. And I think she caught the older sister off guard. And the younger sister just squeaked one out. She wanted it more. And she did want it more.
Oh, she absolutely did want it more. That's why I thought the older sister dropped the ball.
Right.
It meant more to her older sister. She was giving her little sister always had to be in her shadows for everything. And she wanted her sister to have this moment.
Okay. Damien, break the tie. What'd she do? She dropped the ball?
I think, she dropped the ball on purpose because she's the one that didn't want to pursue baseball as much as her sister. Like, that was not her fashion as much as it was her sister's.
Okay.
She wanted to go home and have kids.
Yeah.
I think she could have held on to that ball and at the sister knocked it out, and she still could have went home happy, even happier, because her sister, finally got her chance to shine, get one up the older one. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I was talking about how I related to this movie.
Yes, that's right.
So much.
Yeah. So let's see. The accolades for these movies are none. They don't exist. None of them were honored in the Academy Awards. Nothing for that.
It was nominated.
It was nominated. Yeah, Field of Dreams
Wasn't it?
nominated, but didn't win anything. I don't believe.
Lost to Rain Man.
Yeah, Rain Man won stuff. Was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Picture, Best Original Score. Did not take home any awards. Roger Ebert awarded Field of Dreams 4 stars, saying, quote, "This is the kind of movie Frank Capra might have directed, James Stewart might have starred in, a movie about dreams." Karen James of the New York Times wrote, "A work so smartly written, so beautifully filmed, so perfectly acted, that it does the almost impossible trick of turning sentimentality into true emotion." Yep. Very, very emotional movie. I was ugly sobbing at the end of this shit. It's incredible that it didn't stir anything in you. I'm amazed. Astonished.
I sobbed at the scene, the Betty Spaghetti scene. You know which one I'm talking about in A League of Their Own? Oh my gosh, every time. I know it's coming. Every time. She starts screaming about for her husband. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's awful.
Yeah.
I felt something there. I felt something for that.
Huh?
Yeah. I think that got me closer than Field of Dreams did.
That's insane. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so I think we're at the end here. Any other last?
Can I go back to a couple more nitpicks?
Sure.
So, is Terrance Man dead? What's up?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, what happened?
Was that some Sixth Sense shit?
Yeah, right? What happened to him? Where'd he go? Did he kill himself by going in the field?
Does he get to come back?
Does he get to come back?
Like, I thought they might show, like, here's an article that he decided to write later on in life, but no, he just laughs and disappears into the corn.
Yeah.
So was he... He couldn't have been dead the whole time because there was a woman there when they were like looking up papers, and she was like, he's like, "Did you write that? Wow, you're a good writer." And she's like, "You are too." Or I think she said you are too, which meant that he still existed.
Right. To her. Maybe she sees ghosts.
But the thing, well, I mean, I guess Costner's seeing ghosts everywhere,
Yeah,
so
is.
maybe both those, that woman and Terrance were ghosts.
Yeah, it's possible. It's extremely possible.
Yeah.
It's an unanswered.
And it wasn't really...
because when he's asking where he lives, they all...
Well, he lived over there, maybe.
Yeah, true. Nobody
Maybe at one
actually
time
said
he
he
lived
doesn't live, or he used to live there.
Used to live there.
Oh, you're talking about him. Oh, he passed on.
It's an unanswerable question.
So, All right, next one. Ty Cobb. He can't come back, but people involved in the 1919 World Series fix can. Ty Cobb can't come back. He's an asshole, but every single person there is an asshole pretty much. No, I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them were involved in the World Series fix. Some of them just weren't even super people. But here they are in their version of heaven, but Ty Cobb can't come back.
Right.
It's messed up.
Right.
The part where the speech, okay, where Terrance Mann was like, build it and they will come and they're gonna come to this field and you're gonna charge them $20 and they're gonna pay it because they don't care. They feel something. But you pay $20 for your blind faith. You come here and you're like you feel something. Oh yeah, that'll be $20 if you want to experience the full effect of God. Like, I don't know, that seemed a little sketch. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah, that was all my nitpicks.
Wow.
I just got some random questions for you guys, though. Could you switch Tom Hanks and Kevin Costner's characters? Switch the roles? Because actually I heard that Hanks was considered to be
he was
have Kevin Costner's role.
Yep.
Could you see them switching those
No.
roles up?
I could not see Costner playing the coach.
Yeah.
No.
I could not see Tom Hanks being.
Could you see
Kevin
Hanks
Costner
being
character? I mean, maybe a little. Costner was
No.
doing a little bit of Tom Hanksy stuff at the beginning, where he's like, "I'm gonna see. Can you hit my curveball?" And he throws the curveball. And he's like, "Yep, you can hit my curveball."
Yeah.
So
Can we get some therapy for Kit?
for Kit, who's Kit?
Yeah.
She needs something, man. She's out of control.
Yeah.
It's like you got a real problem. You should start talking to somebody about this.
I think what the best thing for her was she stayed behind. Her sister went back home to Oregon and she stayed in wherever they were playing and got to live her own life where she wasn't in her sister's shadow anymore.
Yeah, but that was good for her. Yeah, she definitely seemed a lot more normal. But I think if you confronted her down the road, if say she came out of retirement, she's like, "I'm back, Kit." Round 2, like she just like snap. She like starts pulling her hair out. She starts taking steroids like Barry Bonds. Like it's do it.
Yeah, I mean therapy definitely wouldn't hurt.
And David, this one's for you, bud. We got there are taglines for these movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Field of Dreams had one for the taglines. It's like in the movie trailers and whatever.
Right.
And I think you might have actually played one. Field of Dreams. If you believe the impossible, the incredible can come true.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Say it again.
If you believe the impossible, the incredible can come true.
Yes.
What?
Exactly. If you believe
I
the
feel
impossible.
like a child wrote that line.
Yeah. Shoot for the moon. Shoot for the stars. You hit the moon. That's what that means.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You said that in a lot better, like more coherent way. I read this thing 100 times and I just, it wasn't clicking with me. But here we go. A League of Their Own. To achieve the incredible, you have to attempt the impossible.
Oh, wow.
I shit you not. These are taglines for these movies. All they did was reverse impossible, incredible.
Wow.
I don't think that really works for that movie.
No.
It's not a good.
A League of Their Own?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good line for.
Yeah,
League
to
of Their
achieve the
Own.
incredible, you have to attempt the impossible.
What's the impossible?
What?
I suppose the impossible was making a women's baseball team relevant to a country that only wanted male baseball.
Yeah, but they didn't have any players because they were all at war.
Yeah. Well, what do you want them to do? Just go back to the kitchen? Do you want the guys that fought in a war to go to the kitchen? What? Question? But yeah, the taglines right there. It's just like, really? These movies were 3 years apart, and it's like, I feel like copy and paste, just switch up the words a little bit so we don't get in trouble when the teacher grades it.
That's funny. All right.
Dirt in the skirt should have been the tagline. Dirt in the skirt. Dirt in the skirt.
There was another one, which it said, a woman's place is not just at home, but also on first, second, third.
Ah,
I like that
that's
one
good.
better.
I like that, yeah.
You like that? I said that earlier. You guys didn't even flinch.
I didn't even hear you say it.
Oh, man.
Yep.
When you go back and listen,
Yeah.
you'll hear it. I must have been talking like a mile a minute.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. That's all I had for you.
Okay, great. So that'll do it for this competition. So are we all ready to say who our winners are?
Yeah.
Okay, my winner is Field of Dreams. Incredibly emotional. You guys are clearly leaning their side. Then it's incredible to me. Baseball is America's pastime. This is one of the most emotional movies of all time. It is an incredible thing. Like I said, what Ebert said is actually true about this movie. What did he say? Makes the impossible trick of turning sentimentality into true emotion. It is one of the most emotional movies of all time. It didn't crack your cold, dark heart, but that's the most impossible, apparently. So I'm fine with that.
If their acting was a little bit better, if I don't know, man, it was so stiff. I couldn't believe anything they were saying. It's just like I said, it had great writing. Yeah. I won't deny it. But if I was directing that movie, I would have stopped so many times and been like, "Hey guys, can you make me feel this?
Wow.
Can you stop saying things as if you're just saying them for the sake of saying them to clue the watcher in with everything that's going on? Because it felt like a giant puzzle they were putting together. Like, say something like you mean it, brother. And you're right. The final scene when he was having the catch with his dad, I felt it. That was the one time where I thought something Kevin Costner was saying in that movie felt real. And I respect your decision in that.
I've never seen this movie before, Field of Dreams, and I always wanted to, and I was going in expecting this iconic movie, and I wasn't really impressed. It wasn't what I expected it to be. I don't know. I just expected to be so much more in awe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It went. The pace was quick, and it just was like, oh, okay, and that's it. All right, cool. Whereas, like I said before, A League of Their Own really inspired me as a girl who loves sports and didn't always feel included in everything. It just made me feel so good watching that movie and seeing all these women do these amazing things.
As for me, I just the movie Field of Dreams starts so quick that Kevin heard that noise, that voice so instantly, where there was like no 20-minute buildup of what it's like to, I don't know, whatever he's going through, like, oh yeah, we're bankrupt and stuff like that. It's just like I hear a voice and I immediately believe it, and everyone around me that loves me immediately believes me, and it's like there's no like, come on, buddy, come on, but
it's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But okay, I pick A League of Their Own. I don't have the same attachment that Carrie does to it, but I do respect the rivalry between the siblings. That's always a fun dynamic for me. And I just thought it wasn't just even between the siblings. It was the women fighting for a place in a country that really only men seemed important, but here the women are. They're working the jobs that the men can't work because they're at war. They're trying to entertain people at the same time, and a lot of people weren't respecting them the way they probably should have at that time, and they even tried to show it when they're like, all right, this league, it's not going to work. The men are coming back, or they tried to pull the plug on it early. They tried to pull the plug on it when it was drawing in money, but it was a nice story of women rising above in a time where they weren't really appreciated, and just the sibling rivalry, that dynamic's always going to get me every single time. So that's why I went League of Their Own.
You know what else? Really got to me as a kid that it's hard to explain. And it still holds true today of this double standard of, okay, maybe women can do the same things as men, but we're still going to judge you for your appearance too. Even if you're really good at your job, you also need to make sure that you look good.
Don't sweat.
And you're feminine, and you can sip tea the right way and balance a book on your head. And you have to be able to do all those things too. And watching that as a little girl and going, you're always going to be judged by how you look.
Yeah, true.
Even in the year, even when you're an adult in 2020, you still, even if you're really good at your job, you're still going to be judged by your appearance.
Right. So the final tally is 1 for Field of Dreams, 2 for League of Their Own. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just want to say the observers were not allowed into the counting room. I won this vote. I got 71 million legal votes. Bad things happen, which our observers were not allowed to see. Never happened before. Millions of mail-in ballots were sent to people who never asked for them. It's bullshit. Recount.
I feel like you thought you were going to lose this the whole time.
I did.
And you had that speech prepared
already. Because I know you. No, you're.
Yeah, but that also means that you said you know Carrie too.
Yes. Well, yeah. You've both talked about this movie, loving this movie very much, and you've also talked about having an ice cube for a heart. So I was prepared. I was prepared for this loss. Still bullshit. Anyway,
I don't think I have an ice cube for a heart.
Such compassion.
yes, much compassion.
Hey.
This nag over here.
When I watch Betty Spaghetti break down every time, and I sob, and I think about what it would be like to have a husband to go off to war, or one of my sons go off to war, it seems like something I couldn't even live through myself.
Yeah, I absolutely. Especially after you watch all those war movies too, and it's just like you see the other side of it, and they're movies. It's not the real thing, no matter how much you try to make it. Maybe it was close, I don't know, but just it's heavy stuff for both parties. Even if you're just sitting at home waiting, like that's sometimes, I don't know. I would say it's even worse, but it can be worse on the wrong person. I don't know, man. I felt it. I'm with you, nag.
So with that, we are coming to the end of another successful failure, a travesty of an election process here in this podcast area. But we will find out what two movies we're going to watch in 2 weeks. Dion, could you spin that wheel and tell us what we'll be watching?
Go ahead, mule. Mule.
My phone's being a mule.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. All right, here we go.
Can't wait.
Pins and needles. We almost had it.
What's that?
Fantasy.
Almost had fantasy?
It almost landed on superhero, but it landed on fantasy.
Oh my god. All right. Well, superhero movies are technically fantasy, so
yeah, but I have a superhero category, so
yeah.
I'm afraid we can't do superhero.
Okay. Well,
I'm sure you could think of other fantasy movies.
Yes.
Carrie's like, shit.
Let's see. Fantasy movies. Cats.
Lord of the Rings come to mind.
Lord of the Rings.
I don't mind Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Can we do it again?
We got Cats, 2019 Cats. We can watch that.
No. I quit. I'm announcing my resignation.
Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Oh, you trying to hurt me?
Yes.
You're so mad right now. He's tilting. Tilting about our picks, so he's naming the worst possible candidates.
Yep. Many to choose from. It's pulling up some weird picks right now.
I understood you were hurting, so that's why I immediately shout out Lord of the Rings. You wouldn't even have to watch that again since you just watched it like a month ago.
All 9 hours. Yes, I'm going to assign both of you.
In succession.
I'm going to assign both of you all 12 hours of the extended Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Go ahead and have that queued up for the last podcast of 2021.
Yes. They got some weird picks in here. I haven't heard of half these movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, you can't Google search anything. I've learned that because with sports movies, we were getting like, just stuff that was just not even applicable.
Right.
And especially if you go on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, like their top 50 list.
Bizarre.
For a certain genre. Like, I don't know what their algorithm is, but Jesus, IMDb, get your shit together.
Yeah. Anywho, we will be discussing that later on. Deciding what we'll watch next week. But for now, this has been another successful cage match. I've been Damien.
I've been the mule, Deej.
And the nag, Carrie.
See you next week. Bye-bye.